I regret very, very deeply indeed.
Regrets, he says. The image delivers a sordid saga of smoke and mirrors. More later in the videos. Now, PMQs.
Does the Prime Minister have full confidence in Peter Mandelson?
Mr. Speaker, the relationship between the US and the UK is one of our foremost relationships, and I have confidence in the Ambassador in the role that he is doing.
Starmer defending the defenceless.
Mr. Speaker, I think it is embarrassing that the Prime Minister is still saying that he has confidence in a man who was brokering deals with convicted child sex offenders while sitting in government. That is a disgrace. This government has repeatedly refused to declare Lord Mandelson's full interests.
This has to be Badenoch's finest hour. Ruthless, razor sharp, with forensic probing.
And as part of the appointment, there will have been extensive government vetting, including details and timings of Peter Mandelson's dealings with Jeffrey Epstein. So will the Prime Minister publish all these documents, including those about his interests?
As for the publication of documents, as she well knows, that's subject to a procedure which includes an independent element, be subject to the usual procedure.
Once a barrister, always a barrister, but one with bad judgment.
The Prime Minister cannot answer any questions. That is not the behaviour of someone who has full confidence. The Ambassador should be in the White House talking about how we respond to an incursion into NATO airspace. Instead, he is giving interviews about himself to The Sun.
What was Starmer thinking when he appointed the Prince of Darkness?
This is a man who already had to be removed from cabinet twice, and now we learned that he was brokering billion-pound deals with Jeffrey Epstein while business secretary.
Starmer was aware of Trump's association with Epstein. To knowingly appoint Mandelson, who also frequented with Epstein, is a humongous error of judgment.
So I will ask him again, will he make sure that these documents are published, and will he actually instruct Peter Mandelson to publish all his correspondence with Jeffrey Epstein?
The spectre of Epstein is haunting Trump and Starmer's negotiations. Mingling in the middle, the master manipulator, Mandelson.
Well, she says the Ambassador's been in the White House discussing NATO. He is.
No, he is not here. He is speaking with Harry.
And secondly, I regret very, very deeply indeed carrying on that association with him for far longer than I should have done.
Far too long, he says. Absolutely. He even resided at Epstein's townhouse whilst he was in jail.
And I regret very much that I fell for his lies. I fell and accepted assurances that he had given me about his indictment, his original criminal case in Florida. Like very many people, I took at face value what he said. With hindsight, with fresh information, many years later, we realized that we had been wrong to believe him. He's a charismatic criminal liar, we now see. And I regret very much indeed, I felt it like an albatross around my neck since his death in 2018 or 19 when it was. I feel a tremendous sense of regret, not only that I met him in the first place, but that I continued the association and I took at face value the lies that he fed me and many others.
The day after, Mandelson tops the agenda in Parliament.
Mr. Speaker, in light of additional information in emails written by Peter Mandelson, the Prime Minister has asked the Foreign Secretary to withdraw him as Ambassador to the United States. The emails show, Mr. Speaker, that the depth and extent of Lord Mandelson's relationship with Jeffrey Epstein is materially different from that known at the time of his appointment. In particular, Mr. Speaker, Lord Mandelson's suggestion that Jeffrey Epstein's first conviction was wrongful and should be challenged is new information. And in light of that, Mr. Speaker, and mindful, as we all are, of the victims of Epstein's appalling crimes, he has been withdrawn as ambassador with immediate effect.
The Tory opposition probes deeper and further. Labour have no answers, only waffle.
This raises massive questions. It is not just that Peter Mandelson said that Epstein was his best pal and that he loved him. It wasn't just that he brokered a deal for him while he was business secretary. We now, of course, know that he was working for Epstein's early release after he was convicted. And the simple question is this. Is the Minister now saying that the Prime Minister did not know about any of this at the point where he was appointed? Don't say the boxes were ticked and the process was followed. What did the Prime Minister know at the point of his appointment?
And in particular, Mr. Speaker, the suggestion that Jeffrey Epstein's first conviction was wrongful and should be challenged is new information. Lord Mandelson has resigned.
There you have it, to summarise a sordid saga behind closed doors of mysteries, intrigue and paedophilia. Mandelson, the former British ambassador to the United States, a master manipulator who associated with a charismatic manipulator in Epstein, who in turn associated with a master communicator in Trump. The odd one out, Starmer, who is not a master of persuasion, not a Prime Minister, but a barrister at heart with bad judgment. Trump has not discussed Mandelson Gate in public, but as night meets day, Starmer will have begged Trump's approval before sacking Mandelson. How long before Starmer receives a vote of no confidence by the mutineers on the Labour backbenchers?